Hello everyone, this is Professor Fortin and I want to give you a brief overview of using Blackboard Collaborate. So the very first step you'll want to take is going into our course in Blackboard and selecting the Tools tab. In here you'll see Blackboard Collaborate, so simply click on that link. Here you'll see Blackboard Collaborate. There's a few different tabs in here, and so you've got your scheduled sessions. So this will be populated with any sessions that your classmates, you, or your professor, me, will create. And also there's the recordings tab. So after you're done recording your session, it will be populated in here. Well, first you want to start with actually making that recording. So to create a session, you simply click this blue button that says Create Session. Once you're in here, you'll see session names, the very first item on the list. Please erase this, otherwise everyone will have professional communication as the title. And you just want to put maybe introductory speech for the very first speech, right? And so hyphen your name. And so we know what speech it is, and then your name, so I can distinguish between each recording. Now, the start time will automatically be about 15 minutes in the future, and it will record for an hour. So if you want to set this for a later time in the day, simply click in here and you can change the date and the time, and the same with the end time. Now, you can enter the session about 15 minutes early. If you want to be able to enter it earlier, just go in here and edit that, but it will automatically be 15 minutes. Now, room options, ignore all of this and press save. There's nothing you need to do in room options. Alright, so now you see that your session has appeared here under the Scheduled Sessions tab. And now there's another one I created to show you the difference between a session that's active and ready to use and a session that's scheduled for in the future. So if you click the one that's scheduled in the future, you'll simply get the start and end date. Now if we click on the session that's active, you'll see that one, it has this purple Blackboard Collaborate icon. Also when we click on the title, there is a button called Launch Room. So you want to click this button to get into Blackboard Collaborate. Now, every computer is going to be a little bit different, but you want to make sure it's opening with Java. That's the program it uses. And I have a Mac. Sometimes I have to download the Blackboard Collaborate launch program in order to use the sessions. I just tell it, yeah, I'll run, select your cable or DSL link, whatever that it prompts you to do. It might be different on a PC and Mac if you're using a different browser. Now, once you're successfully into Blackboard Collaborate, this is what it's going to look like. Alright, you've got all these buttons. This pops up and it says recording not started, start recording now. I always say close out of that, so then you can set everything up first. So the very first thing you want to do is go through the audio setup wizard, which is this microphone with a little red cog. So if you click on that, you'll go through and make sure that all of your devices are hooked up correctly, you have the right inputs and outputs. And so you'll go through that wizard and make sure everything's set up correctly. And then before you start recording, you want to make sure that you click these two buttons. The talk button, see how I can see this little bar that indicates it's picking up sound? You want to make sure that that's working properly, and then you want to select the video icon so we can actually view you, because I'm grading you on nonverbal and verbal communication. Alright, I'm going to click this off for purposes of speed on my computer, but you want to make sure both of those are selected when you're recording. So before you press this lovely record button, you want to make sure you load any content you have. So let's say you have a PowerPoint. So let's load that PowerPoint. So you find it on your computer and then just sit back and relax. It looks like it's doing something terrible to your PowerPoint, like stripping it of everything. Well, it's just downloading it. It's not doing anything to the file itself. It's just putting it into Blackboard Collaborate. And so you want to make sure that you wait, it's loaded, this box will appear, and then I usually get rid of this box. You can use it and you can toggle between your slides with these buttons and kind of preview what's next. I get rid of it so I can see all of my slides, and I can just use these buttons to toggle between my slides. And so what you want to make sure is everything's set up. Remember, audio, talk, video, load your content, and then you'll press the record button, and that from that point on, Blackboard Collaborate will record what it is you do on the program. So if you're going to be using anything other than what I'm talking about today, you can go to the Student's Guide to Blackboard Collaborate and any of the other documents I've posted, and it will teach you how to use some of the other features in Blackboard Collaborate. Those are some really useful guides, and there's also photo illustrations. When you create your session, just don't forget to rename it. You want to make sure it doesn't say professional communication on it. You want it to have the title of the speech and your name. If you want to record without using it as your final product, just create a test session. So test hyphen your name, and then you can tell me to delete those. So I can easily say, okay, test hyphen for this student, and I can go and delete those so no one else can see your test sessions. But when you're ready for that final product, use the title of the speech, so introductory, informative, persuasive, whatever it happens to be, and then put your name. When you're done recording, make sure you exit the session or it won't save. You don't have to press save. There's nothing else you need to do. You can stop recording by pressing the record button again, and then you can exit out with this red X. Just exit out of it. It will save it automatically. Now, give it a couple minutes because it will work on saving your recording. It won't just automatically appear. So wait a couple minutes, maybe even a half hour, depending on how busy it is, and then you'll see it in the recorded sessions area. When you're using a PowerPoint, keep in mind it needs to be simple. Your PowerPoint should only be text and pictures. If you add video, audio, animations, or transitions, they will be stripped out. It may make your PowerPoint look strange, or maybe Blackboard Collaborate won't accept your PowerPoint at all. It's your turn now to make sure you know how to use Blackboard Collaborate. Don't wait until the day the speech is due to record your own session. It's your responsibility to make sure everything works ahead of time. Common issues you might run into: well, your Java might not be updated. Blackboard Collaborate works through Java. It needs the most updated version. So just go to java.com and update your Java if need be. Try using Firefox instead of Internet Explorer or Safari. Firefox somehow works much better with Blackboard and Blackboard Collaborate, so I recommend using that browser whenever you're doing any assignment. If nothing is working, you've tried everything, you've plugged all the right plugs in, you've checked your audio, you've downloaded Java, whatever it is, you're using Firefox, well, just contact tech support and notify me that you're having issues. Please keep me in the loop. Don't tell me after a due date that you had technical issues. Tell me ahead of time. Make sure you either call the number or submit a ticket at support.hodges.edu. Please keep in contact with me so I know what you're going through, and you don't have to stress. People have issues with technology sometimes. I totally understand that. So please just keep in touch with me. YouTube is a backup for Blackboard Collaborate. You only want to do this as a last resort. We want to make sure that everyone's using Blackboard Collaborate so we can see the PowerPoint and video at the same time. Now, if you do have to use YouTube, you're kind of on your own. We don't have a support system in place at Hodges to help with YouTube, and I don't know everything about using every single device that uses YouTube. So I may not be able to help you, and Hodges probably won't be able to help you either. So you're kind of on your own, and you can't have the PowerPoint and video at the same time. So first choice is Blackboard Collaborate. YouTube is a backup, especially if you want to be on time with your assignment. Now that's all I've got for you, but please let me know if you want to schedule a session with me in Blackboard Collaborate. I'm happy to sit down and walk you through everything, make sure everything works, answer any questions you have. So just shoot me an email or give me a phone call. I'm definitely here to help you. All right, best of luck to you, and I'll hear from you soon.